Yo, what is up you guys? Today is gonna be a very exciting day actually, as my parts from Japan has finally arrived. I've been waiting for these for probably around a month. We've been doing lots for the interior and just the general performance of the car, with the lowering springs for example, and the exterior with the wing, wheels and all that, debadging, all that good stuff. But it's finally time to touch on the interior a bit. If you watched my previous short, you might have seen that I actually installed a shift knob. So that's the first ever mod that I did for the interior, but now I reckon it's time for something bigger. So let me show you guys what I got. Ta-da! This is a Japanese imported Pioneer Carrozzeria from the early 2000s. And you might think, why? Why did you spend so much money to import something old and that doesn't have like any sort of modern features at all? And this thing is actually going to surprise you guys. So I paid around 120 euros for this. So yeah, this is like peak early 2000s, and I feel like it's gonna fit the car very, very good. So as you can see, I currently have like this old Clarion stereo from the early 2000s as well, but it's not as flashy as this. So this is the first thing I'm gonna do. We are actually gonna be changing out the front speakers for the car as well. I got the package back here. If you watched last week's video, you might have seen this. So sticking with the theme, I got these. These are Pioneer speakers for the front, and this is a Japanese sold Pioneer stereo, as you can see. It's Carrozzeria brand that they sold it under. So this is my first like sort of audio upgrade for the car. In the future I do want to get like an amp, I want to get a subwoofer, I'm gonna be installing like parcel speakers as well. But yeah, for now this is what I'm gonna be starting with. So we aren't gonna waste any more time, we're just gonna get to installing this, and then we're gonna see the difference. Oh, it's out. Hello. Please tell me it's the same. Alright, so next day we have finally installed everything on the car. So front speakers, the new stereo. It's been quite a learning experience actually. So far this setup has been super cool and super amazing. It's been an awesome experience to have. If you have an old car from the early 2000s or even older, like 90s, 80s, I feel like it's appropriate to put in something like this. You know, period correct stereo. The whole speaker system doesn't have to be period correct, as you know, audio equipment can go bad. So what I'm gonna be doing now is I'm gonna be showing you guys, like going through the stereo and all that good stuff. Then you're gonna be hearing a sort of audio example as well. So I'm gonna flip the camera now and show you guys. And there we have the stereo. As you can see, compared to the old stereo, it looks more custom, I'd say. Like it's actually a modified car. Sure, the Clarion stereo was aftermarket as well, I believe. But having a stereo like this makes my car a bit more personal, you know. I actually put this in. I wired it, as you guys saw. I wired the speakers as well. All right. Boom, there we go. Authentic Japanese stereo. And what I'm gonna be doing is I have prepared a bunch of CDs for the car, of course, to have that sort of early 2000s, late 90s feel to it. I did install the Bluetooth adapter as well that I bought from AliExpress, and it works pretty good actually, but the volume is like too low, so I have to figure it out. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be putting in this CD here, and check this out right here. Sheesh, look at that. That's baller. Putting the CD there. There we go. Flips back. I put in the PS2 intro for nostalgia. And of course, the childhood anthem. So you can go over here. Multiple modes to choose from. For 30 euros, these speakers are fire. You can actually play these at a very high volume and it doesn't, you know, distort or anything like that. So that's fire. So we could take this song for example. So this stereo in particular, we have CD of course. Then we have USB. We have aux. We have tuner as well. And CD. Those are the modes. And yeah, that spectrum looks fire. Sheesh. Like imagine what it looks like at night. And this is during daytime. And this is actually the equalizer right here. Flat is what I'm having currently. But we have super bass. There's a bunch of different, you know, presets to choose from, and this is just peak early 2000s, and this was totally worth it as well. Like, this is a budget setup for sure. Like, the head unit is actually pretty premium, I'd say, for the year it was released. But yeah, the rest of the system is currently super budget. But this is what I'm going for, you know. I was born like in the mid 2000s, and I grew up with these sort of things, you know, PS2, Need for Speed Underground 2, Need for Speed Most Wanted, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, all of these, you know, super typical early 2000s things. And yeah, I wanted to, you know, I wanted to give that a nod, you know, my childhood, by putting in stuff like this and just reliving that era that I wasn't really born. I was born in it, but I didn't get to experience it like many older guys did. This has been super exciting to put in, like a massive learning experience as well, you know, with the wiring. My dad showed me how to wire, as this was my first ever time doing it. But yeah, this is it for this video. This was sort of a new concept, like I did some voiceover because I didn't really get the opportunity to film a lot. But do let me know, guys, what you want to see. Do you want the more like the previous style, or do you have a new style that I can film and record, you know, edit with? Tell me what you guys want to see, and I will sure, you know, I'll keep that in mind, of course. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate the support so much. It means the world to me. And look after yourselves, and I'll see you next week.